How's it going, guys? Welcome to VFG Movie Reviews, and this is my review for Wicked Part 1. If you guys could, give us that like, give us a subscribe, help us grow in 2024. I'd sure appreciate it. Now, let's get right into this. Guys, I was looking very much forward to this movie. I had not ever heard, everybody knows the play. I had not really been up to knowledge of what the play entailed up until the release of this movie. I was also a little bent that the play itself is only like 2 hours and like 30 minutes. And each one of these movies, part 1 and part 2, are both 2 hours and 30 minutes. So a 5-hour movie to tell a 2.5-hour play. Okay, I get it. And we have the book, and there's other things that the play could not really go about that's probably in the books that they'll delve into. I did get a couple of merch items for this release. I also am wearing my Ariana Grande shirt, and I did end up picking up the Regal Wicked popcorn bucket. Galinda, of course, because I love me some Ariana Grande. Not saying I don't love me some Cynthia Erivo, but I am a huge Ariana Grande fan. I love her. Everything about that short, little, spunky little person. And there was a couple of things I disliked about this movie. There's a couple of things that I really liked about this movie. Overall, I really like this movie. Ariana Grande, I don't know why she doesn't do more acting. She is funny. She is a funny lady. She has really good comedic timing and everything else that goes into it. She really does. She has a very expressive face, like her on Victorious, Sam and Cat. Like, I watched all those shows, and she steals every scene that she's in. So I don't know why she doesn't do more movies. Now, Cynthia Erivo, who is a one award from winning the coveted EGOT, it upset me that people were like, oh, who's Cynthia Erivo? She's an unknown. She's not an unknown. Just because you don't know somebody, don't make them not an unknown. She's a very accomplished, stunning person, and she brings so much to this. And I definitely think she is going to be up for lead actress, and Ariana Grande will be for co-star. Now, when the next movie comes out, we'll see. They might switch it up, but everything I liked in this movie, everybody was great. Like I said, Jeff Goldblum as the Oz, he definitely reminded me of James Franco when they did Oz Great and Powerful. I kind of feel that's the type of wizard I want. Jonathan Bailey, awesome dude. He was fucking great in this movie. Playing Ferrero. And then we got SpongeBob SquarePants playing Bork. He can go fuck himself. I don't give a shit about this kid. We have Peter Dinklage playing Dr. Dillerman, the voice. As we know, Peter Dinklage has a very tumultuous problem in Hollywood right now. You guys should look up Peter Dinklage versus Dylan Postel and see how all that shit goes. He kind of fucked up for other actors, tiny people actors, to get roles in Hollywood and shit like that. So you guys should go look that up. But I think he plays Dr. Dillerman very, very well definitely leads credence uh, to the attacks. You buy what he's saying. We have Michelle Yeoh as Madame Marble. Uh, she was alright. Like, she kind of come off a little too stiff, a little too just flat. I would say she wasn't very expressive. And the slew of other co-stars and actors in here. Bowie Yang from SNL. He almost wasn't able to be in this role because they don't like you working on movies when you're on the show because you have to dedicate your life to the show, which I get and I understand. Like I said, overall, everything played out really well in this movie. I do not like movies that take evil characters and turn them into sympathetic characters. I did ding the movie on that. I also ding the movie for being a part one, and it's not the full story, so that will reflect in my star rating. The scene at the end of the movie where she's outside and it's where she's like, no wizard now, from now or then will that like ever have control over me or whatever. The cape that she gets is like fucking 75 feet long and shit like that. I understand what they were going for, but like to have the scenes where the cape's just normal and then she has this like 75-foot cape on, it just was kind of, I think it was bad. But I know people are going to be like, oh no, that was cool. It made her look so badass. Well, it did, but it wasn't conducive to the scene and everything. Like, I know they wanted to make her look more imposing and scare the shit out of these people, but it just didn't play off. Like, to me, I was just like, oh, I don't know why they did that. All the music is done so well. Definitely great nods. Obviously, Christian Chenoweth and Adina Menzel. I think I'm pronouncing her name right. Have a little bit in this. Great interaction with Ariana Grande. The only thing that I didn't like is that I don't think they should have tied the original Wizard of Oz into this movie. I think they should have stepped away from it. I know we're going to see Dorothy and the rest of the characters, and we know in this movie those characters, we already know those characters. They just haven't become their characters yet. There's also no munchkins in this movie. Like, they're called munchkins, but they're normal people. And, like, I didn't like that either. I dinged on a half star on that, too. There was just a couple of things that just I don't get that weren't in the original Wizard of Oz that they put in this, but they're like, oh, there's a reason this is gone. Like, it's lazy writing to be like, oh, there were these animals that ran shiz. But they're not now, because if you put them in a cage, they just randomly learn how to talk. Like, none of that made any sense to me. Like, I think it was a dumb thing. I think it was just a way to show basic racism, classism. But yeah, the cape thing, that's not munchkins. I know you could say, well, this is nitpicking, doesn't make a difference to the overall thing. To me, it does. And I'm the reviewer. I'm the one that's the thing. You already have this established. You should work around it or find a way to work around it, but not just getting rid of it. You know what I'm saying? The overall to this movie, I think, is pretty damn cool. Showing some stuff that was in Frank L. Baum's books that really haven't been brought to this world. That the world is surrounded by these sands that people can't they can't cross, or they'll turn into sand, which I think is really kind of an interesting thing. Which I would like to see. I would like more movies, not so much a play, not so much a musical, but more movies that could play into Wicked, Wizard of Oz, The Return of Oz, Oz the Great and Powerful, that we get to see more of the world. And in the next movie, from things I've already gathered, which I'm not going to go into any spoilers, I just want to put it out there. No, I don't know how I'm going to feel about the next movie. Plus, I think pretty much all the main popular songs were in this movie, so I don't really know how they're going to market the next movie, because the music is it is all about the music in this thing, and it's beautiful. Her doing her rendition of Popular is amazing. Defying Gravity, obviously. Nobody Mourns the Wicked. But overall, I did like this movie. Beyond the things that I dinged the movie for, this was a really good flick. Can't wait to see what happens in part 2. Where does this lie on my 5-star review scale? The story is a 4. The cinematography is a 4.5. The characters are a 4. The design is a 4, which brings our total to 4.25. Guys, let me know down below, did you see Wicked? Are you a fan of the Grande? I definitely am. Give us that like, give us a subscribe, help us grow in 2024. I'd sure appreciate it. Thank you. And I will see you in our next review. Bye.